Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. At the outset, let us wish you all a very happy Yugadi in the Krodhi Nama Samvatsara that is upon us very shortly. The Shastra says that before we celebrate any festival, we should understand the spiritual significance of that festival and celebrate it with full zest. So what is Yugadi actually? Yugadi means it is the start of a yuga, and it is said as per the Puranas that it is on the day of Yugadi that Lord Chaturmukha Brahma actually created the universe. He also created the various gods in the Hindu pantheon and allocated the different departments and different areas for which they will preside over and conduct those activities on behalf of Lord Narayana. So it is indeed spiritually a very, very special day. It's also a day on which all of us need to take stock of our spiritual activities. We can think about on this day what we did last year and how did we elevate ourselves. What did we do for ourselves? What did we do for the people around us as well as the world at large? And it is a great time to understand what is the year ahead of us. So that is the festival of Yugadi. So when one looks at it, what one finds is that this is the day on which one understands the significance of the coming year in terms of his Rashi Phala or the Nakshatra Phala, basically indicating what will go well for him and what are the things that he needs to be cautious about as he enters the new year. So what does one do on the day of Yugadi? On this day, it is prescribed that the person wakes up at Arunodaya Kala, which is roughly at about 4:15 to 4:30 am in the morning, goes to the puja room where he has dedicated all the fruits, the flowers, the groceries and the vegetables that he typically uses and offers it to the god. He looks at these things through the darpana or the mirror, again indicating that it is through darpana or bimbopasana that he can actually get all these wonderful things for his prosperity and health throughout the year. So Bimba is God, and which is nothing but the object, but the reflection are the souls, are the jivas. So whatever we get from God is through Bimbopasana. The next thing that one does is actually go out and draw the Rangoli and welcome the God guest to our house with an auspicious beginning. Then he ties the torna. We all tie the torna in front of the God and in front of the main door. So what is the torna? It is nothing but a string of mango leaves which have two bunches of neem leaves at the end. What does this signifies? The string of mango leaves signifies prosperity, because that is the time when the mangoes are about to come into the will come and sprout, and the neem leaves signify good health and prosperity throughout the year. So it is with that sense of auspiciousness that one begins the new year. The next thing that a person does is abhyanga, or take what is called as the oil bath. Oil is mixed with turmeric and scrubbed on the entire body, and one takes bath with hot water or the warm water. This again signifies our quest to lead a healthy life. At this time, one should remember the 7 immortal souls who are Ashwathama, Balir Vyasaha, Hanumanascha Vibhishanaha, Kripaha, Parashuramascha, Saptaitre Chiranjivinaha. So when we think of these 7 people, we too will become strong and live a long life like them. After this, one performs the Devara Puja with all the devotion that he can have. Subsequent to that, one wears the new clothes that he has bought for the occasion, for himself and for everyone else. Then he offers a mixture of jaggery and neem leaves to God, and then he eats it himself and distributes it to everyone. What is the significance of jaggery as well as neem leaves? Jaggery as we know, is sweet. At the same time, the neem leaves have a bitter taste. This signifies our life, which is always a mixture of joy, which is the sweetness in the jaggery. At the same time, we do face challenges, which is actually signified by the bitterness that is there in a neem leaf. So the life is a mixture of these two things, and we take it with equal respect, because both of them are coming from God. Labha labho jaya jayo, that is one of the main messages of the Bhagavad Gita. After accepting the mixture of jaggery and neem leaves, the next important activity on the day of Yugadi is actually Panchanga Shravana. That means listening to the recitation of the entire calendar for the year. So what is the Hindu calendar or the Panchanga? What are the Pancha Anga? That means there are 5 parts to a Hindu calendar. It is Tithi, Vara, Nakshatra, Yoga and Karna. These are the 5 parts of the Hindu calendar. So understanding the Tithi actually gives us prosperity. Varat or the Vara or the week actually gives us the Ayushya or long life. Nakshatra gets us rid of all the sins that we have committed, and Yoga actually helps us overcome all the diseases that we may have, and Karna finally helps us get success in whatever we do. So these 5 aspects of the Hindu calendar, when one understands and studies them, one gets these 5 fruits. The other fruit, it is said that on the day of the Yugadi, when we recite or we read the Panchanga, it is equivalent to taking bath in the holy Ganga river. So whatever are the fruits, the spiritual fruits of taking bath in the river Ganga, one gets by listening to the Panchanga. Now what we heard so far is about the festival of Yugadi. Now let's talk a little bit about what is the significance of the coming year. The name of the coming year is Krodhi. So it's called Krodhi Nama Samvatsara. So what are these Samvatsaras? Samvatsaras are years. So 1 year is 1 Samvatsara, and there is a collection of 60 Samvatsaras. What is the significance of the different names of these Samvatsaras? So Lord Narayana once gave a special boon to Lord Narada in his female form when he had 60 children. He says that you are a great devotee of mine, and so are your 60 children. So they may get fame. So each year of the 60 years collection actually is named after one of the children of Narada Muni. So one such name is Krodhi. So it starts with Prabhava, Vibhava, so on, and ends with the 60th name, with Kshaya. So one of those names is Krodhi, that comes in that order. When you look at a name of a Samvatsara as Krodhi, one gets a doubt. Is it going to be year where everybody is going to be very angry at each other? The answer is no, because this is the name of Lord Narayana, and Lord Narayana does not have any defects like being angry. So what is the significance of Krodhi? It means someone who gets angry, that is Lord Narayana, he gets angry at what? At negative forces, at adharma. So anybody doing something wrong is definitely going to find that the God is very angry with him. So that is the significance of the name Krodhi. Last, let us look at what is the name of Yugadi. Yugadi Krit is one of the names of Lord Vishnu in the Vishnu Sahasranama, and what it signifies is it is that form of God who actually starts the new Yuga. So Yugadi Krit, that means someone who creates the Yugadi or the start of a new Yuga. Again, the word Samvatsara means it is a year, and it also signifies one of the names of Lord Narayana, where he is bestowing great things at his disciples, at his subjects, and as those people who believe in his greatness. So he bestows the best of the world on them. That is the meaning of Samvatsara. So we all would have heard that every year on the day of the Yugadi, one also gets to know how the year is going to be for him. Is it going to be profitable? Is it going to be something that one will be facing a lot of challenges? One need not worry too much about it, because as long as one is praying to Lord Narayana, he will be successful in all these endeavors. So there is nothing to fear about. Let us pray to Lord Lakshmi Narayana and have a fantastic year ahead of us. Once again, wish you a very, very happy Yugadi. Namaste.